Justin, what's the benefit of working in this joint exclusive environment?
One is kind of cool, just going up against other guys. Different defense than we've seen for the past few weeks. Different skill sets, so it's always fun.
How do you feel like you looked out there and the offense kind of worked around you? What did you kind of see going up against that different defense?
I felt good. I think the offense had a pretty good day. Just executed pretty well. Of course, there's always room to improve, but overall, good day, I think.
Justin, what are you looking to do in second preseason game on Saturday?
Continue to get better, put points up on the board, and really just clean play. Of course, last game we had a few mishaps with QC exchange, but the biggest thing is ball security, pre-snap cleanliness, and putting points up on the board at the end of the day, no matter how we do it.
How have you felt about the timing of your progressions as far as when you're supposed to be reading your keys and when to get the ball out fast, and how you progressed in doing that?
I've been feeling good with it, for sure.
Is it kind of weird, having a joint practice with these guys, knowing you're going to turn around and play them in a game in 2 days?
No, not really. My rookie year, I was kind of surprised that we did it, but I'm used to it now, of course, being my fourth year in the league. So, yeah, it's not too weird.
How do you guys work on the quarterback-center exchange? What kind of practice goes into that to make sure that communication is good on game day?
Yeah, we work on it, before every practice. So we just got to know the different tendencies between each center, when they're going right, when they're going left, what they tend to do and stuff like that. So, that's pretty much what we talk about and what we work on.
It looks like you got a lot of work with Zach today. Just what's impressed you about him?
Yeah, Zach's a hard worker. He's humble, doesn't say much, but boy, he works. So glad to have him on the O-line, and he's a strong boy. He's smart too. So it's great to see a rookie, that young, that smart, controlling where the protections are going. I'll flip a protection, and he already had done it before I'll even do it sometimes. So just seeing that from him, knowing how smart he is definitely a good thing to see.
Justin, you're done with camp now. How do you feel those 3 weeks went, and what's your comfortability with the offense? How have you improved?
It was cool, being up in the Trove, spending time with my teammates. I think it was a great experience for me personally. I think I built relationships with guys in the team that I think I'm closer with now than I would have been if we would have done a camp here and everybody would have went back home. So I'm definitely glad we did that. Definitely, I feel like the team is closer with each other. I think we got better each and every day. Of course, we still got problems we need to fix, things we need to work on, but I think overall it was a great camp.
There was a lot of talk about not fighting in this camp. Looked like there was a little scuffle after your pass got batted down, but what kind of happened there? Were you impressed with the guys around you that nothing serious broke out after that?
Was I impressed with that?
Were you relieved maybe to see that it was chippy, but it didn't get over the top?
Guys on the team aren't dumb. I think we're all trying to be smart here. We don't want anything extra to happen. We're all professionals at the end of the day and really don't want any after play fighting and stuff to happen. So I think guys are being smart, and of course, guys are going to check the defense and stuff like that if they're getting chippy and stuff like that, just because it's what we do. It's what football players do. But nobody's going to go over the top, at least from our side. So.
With your mobility skills, is there any time when the coaches are like, "Hey, we'd rather you not do that as much during certain drills"? If they kind of just say, "Hey, do it how you feel it, play in and play out"?
Nah, play the game. Don't play the drill. So really, I think I've probably gotten influenced to use my legs more than I usually do in practice, because sometimes we try to get the DBs work, receivers work when TJ might get in the backfield pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But I think you just got to find that balance to really play the game and stay in the pocket. You might be sacked already just to get the receivers and DBs work.
Justin, is there any one particular facet of your game you think you've improved the most over this camp?
No, not really. I think the biggest thing is for me coming in was learning a new offense and stuff like that. Of course, everybody had to learn a new offense, so really just getting detailed with that. And of course, improving mechanics and stuff is always a big thing. But the biggest thing was coming in, learning the ins and outs of the offense. So.
Tomlin credited your lower body work. What kind of concentration have you put in to improve there?
I'm sorry?
Mike Tomlin credited your lower body work as far as things that you have improved. What kind of work did you do to kind of make get that straight?
Yeah, just continue to focus on my base. Moving throughout the pocket and keeping a good base throughout the whole game, and really just any time I'm in the pocket. So whenever you have to move, just being ready to throw at all times and being ready to move.
Thanks, Justin.
Yes, you got definitely an expanded look today with the first team. When did they tell you that you might be getting that? How do you think you did with the opportunity?
I found out yesterday. It was just nice to be out there and nice to get all those reps and just trying to take advantage of the opportunity.
are your first impressions of your first joint practice?
I liked it. It's a nice change-up. Fun to hit someone new instead of just going against the Steelers every day. So that part made practice fun today.
Did it feel more like a practice or more like a game?
Yeah, it didn't feel like a practice, so I would say closer to a game. Yeah.
It looked like you guys had success from the very first 11-on-11 period when you hit that long run. Do you remember what happened on that play to help open things up?
I'd have to watch the film. Yeah.
First 7 shots play, did Russ trip over you, or what happened on that? Do you remember?
No, it wasn't me.
How much better of a gauge was this for a rookie player doing this joint practice where, obviously you guys are getting good work against each other, but did you get a different feel from going against guys who don't know your tendencies and haven't seen them for 2 years?
Yeah, I feel like, just going against another team's ones, that's a great test for me, and I just thankful for the opportunity, and just try to give everything I have.
I know one of the things you guys are working on is that communication between the QB snap. What goes into improving that? What kind of communication and studying goes into improving that?
The CQ exchange is just all about cadence, knowing the cadence, and it's just all about reps too. We work CQ exchange, first thing every practice. So I'd say just building that chemistry, getting a lot of reps, and just locking into the cadence.
Through training camp in Latrobe, where did you feel like you grew the most, or how do you feel like you continue to develop that?
Just like overall understanding and overall being comfortable just on the field, the play call, making the calls. Really everywhere, every area of my game, I just feel like feel a lot better than most. So.
Do you feel with some of the college experience that you got that you're ready to step in, and if they decide, it's not your decision obviously, but if they decide that you're going to be a game 1 starter, would you be ready for that kind of opportunity?
Yeah, I would. Just going to do my job. If that's, I'm just going to do my job.
You've got a couple other rookies on the line. How do you kind of feel like you ball around in this process?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
You're not the only rookie on this line. You got 2 others. How do you feel like you've collectively kind of grown throughout this last few months?
I would say it's just good to have 2 other rookies to go through this process together, because it's new for all of us. So it's really nice to have Mason and Troy, and just bounce things off each other, and we're all going through the same thing.
Is today any more or less chippy than you expected, getting 2 different teams in here? I don't know if you've seen stories from around the league.
Yeah, no, I expected it to be chippy, which it wasn't too bad, but it was definitely a couple scuffles, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing worse than that second week in Latrobe when it was you guys getting sick of each other.
Yeah.
Were there any particular reps that stood out to you in terms of like a measuring stick moment going against some of those talented guys in the defensive front? Or just what was it like? Who were some of those guys maybe that were challenging for you?
I might skip that question.
Anybody else? Thanks.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
Yep.